Imagine this. A ship lost at sea. That's tragic, right? Now imagine a ship that refuses to sink and roams the Arctic for nearly 40 years. Sounds like something out of a ghost story, but it's true. Meet the Baychimo, a sturdy trading vessel left abandoned after a fateful storm. Instead of sinking, it drifted through icy waters, appearing and vanishing like a phantom. No crew, no explanation, just an eerie ship haunting the frozen north. This is the true story of the Baychimo, the ghost ship of the Arctic. In 1931, the Baychimo, owned by the Hudsons Bay Company, was on a routine trading mission in Canada's Northwest Territories. It was built for Arctic travel, designed to carry furs and goods across treacherous northern waters. But in October of that year, disaster struck. As winter approached, the Baychimo found itself trapped in early sea ice off the coast of Barrow, Alaska. The crew abandoned ship, setting up a temporary camp on the ice, hoping to wait out the freeze. But when the storm passed, the ship was gone, vanished into the vast frozen wilderness. Had the ship sunk, drifted away? The crew searched but found no sign of it. Assuming it was lost, they returned home. But this was just the beginning of the Baychimo's strange, wandering fate. Most ships lost to ice never return, but the Baychimo wasn't ready to be forgotten. Over the next few decades, the ship was spotted again and again, drifting through Arctic waters. In 1932, a group of Inuits found the Baychimo trapped in ice, completely abandoned yet still in good condition. They didn't dare board it. In 1939, another Arctic traveler reported seeing the ship near the Beaufort Sea. It appeared intact, as if it had only just been left behind. In the 1940s and 50s, more sailors claimed to see the Baychimo floating freely or trapped in ice. Every time someone attempted to reach it, the Arctic itself seemed to interfere. Storms would roll in suddenly, the ice would shift unpredictably, and the ship would vanish before it could be salvaged. It was almost as if the ship didn't want to be reclaimed. Several expeditions were launched to recover the Baychimo, but every time the ship managed to slip away. In 1945, a salvage crew set out to claim it. They reached the last known coordinates, expecting to find a frozen wreck. Instead, there was nothing, just empty ice and an eerie silence. By 1962, Arctic researchers spotted it drifting again, this time near Point Barrow, Alaska. The ship had survived 3 decades alone in one of the harshest environments on Earth. The last confirmed sighting was in 1969, nearly 40 years after its abandonment. A group of explorers saw it trapped in ice once more, but before they could make a salvage attempt, a violent storm hit, and the ship was never seen again. Could the Baychimo's ghostly wanderings be explained by nature? Some believe shifting ice flows carried it across the Arctic, setting it adrift when conditions were right. The Arctic is unpredictable, and a ship like the Baychimo, built to withstand ice, could have been trapped and released multiple times over the years. But even this explanation doesn't quite add up. Most wooden ships succumb to the elements within a few years. The Baychimo survived for nearly 40, with no maintenance, no crew, and no explanation. Sailors are no strangers to superstition. Many believe the Baychimo was cursed, a ship doomed to roam the Arctic forever. Some Inuit tribes believed the ship was possessed by spirits of those lost at sea. Others claimed ghostly figures were seen aboard, suggesting the spirits of its lost crew refused to let it rest. Could it be that something supernatural was keeping the Baychimo adrift, always just out of reach? There's another possibility. What if someone found the Baychimo and never told the world? The Arctic is vast and largely unexplored even today. Could an unknown party have salvaged the ship in secret, erasing its presence from history? If so, why? Was there something valuable aboard, or did the ship hold secrets the world wasn't meant to know? The fate of the Baychimo remains a mystery. Did it finally succumb to the ice sinking beneath the Arctic's frozen depths? Or is it still out there, silently drifting through the cold, waiting to be seen again? Over the years, some have searched for the Baychimo's wreck, hoping to put an end to its legend, but so far no trace has ever been found. What do you think happened to the Baychimo? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, stay curious. Stay skeptical and keep exploring the Cryptiverse.